Have you ever felt frustration so overwhelming that it borders upon anger? Now imagine that you can't express what that frustration is or how to alleviate it. This is exactly what my 11-year-old autistic child faces every day when he has a sensory overload. Autism is a disorder, not a disease, not some problem that can be fixed or cured with a pill. Today what we're going to do is discuss a little bit about what autism generally is and how it's viewed in our society, as well as what, as caregivers, we can do to provide a good environment and a safe environment for our special needs children. And finally, we'll wrap up with what the state of Oklahoma's public education system is doing to provide a learning environment for these children. If you've met one child with autism, then you've met one child with autism. That is quoted from Dr. Stephen Shore, who is a renowned and autistic author of several books that has become the philosophy of autismspeaks.org. Our society sees diseases or disabilities as some debilitating issue, which is not the case. For instance, Bill Gates, Asperger's, one of our most prominent software engineers. It ranges from a high-functioning autistic person to a low-functioning. Some do just fine in society and they learn how to cope and proceed with their life. Others, on the other hand, they can't communicate and they have very horrible motor control skills. Our society itself sees autism as a disease, something that's a byproduct of vaccinations, which was debunked, by the way. As caregivers, our goal is to provide a safe and confident place for our children to express their emotions and learn how to exhaust them safely. With every child being a unique snowflake, as Dr. Shore put it, we literally, the only thing that is the same across supporting all of them is confidence. We must allow them to build that confidence, and we can do so through patience. Being patient with your child, letting them know that it's okay to feel these emotions, it's okay to feel upset, and by all means it's okay to safely exhaust those emotions, and that's the key. Safely exhaustion of emotion. Frustration leads to anger. Anger leads to aggression. Aggression is one of the easiest emotions for a human being to show, even more so in an autistic child. The public education system and its zero tolerance for aggression has led to us having one of the highest expulsion rates of special needs children. 1 out of 68 children, according to the CDC, is diagnosed with autism. And we are ill-equipped to handle these children in our schools, in our public schools. Our teacher salaries are so low that there's not much incentive for good teachers to stay here. The difference between a general education teacher and a special needs teacher's pay is so insignificant there's almost no incentive for the teacher to take the extra time and extra learning process to learn how to be a special needs instructor. Oklahoma passed House Bill 2962, which was a baby step in the right direction. It states that autism has to be covered under insurance, but it stops at the age of 9. The amended version of the bill stops at the age of 9. Autism doesn't just go away at 9. Trust me, it's only going to get worse as they go through puberty. The concept that it's a disease that can be cured is so backwater and backwoods that it's going to leave Oklahoma in such a horrible state. We literally have the highest expulsion rate in the nation for special needs children. Essentially, if we can't deal with them, we sweep them under the rug and get them out of the school. And that's a problem. The Oklahoma budgetary crisis that's occurring right now is figuratively turning our autistic children and special needs children into casualties of a fiscal war. And it's only going to impact you and me and the average Joe, because these autistic children are eventually going to join the workforce. They're going to be our coworkers, our boss's boss. And we're going to have to learn how to deal with them. How can we possibly expect these special needs children to be able to fit into our society if we continue to make cuts to their programs every time our financial budget takes a veritable nosedive into the red.